Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to discuss archery for beginners. I want to share with you some important tips on equipment, technique and safety to give you a head start and make your first shooting experience much more accurate and much more enjoyable. Now this is a subject which is quite dear to me and my family. My grandfather, when he retired from the Air Force, founded Clondalkin Archers in Dublin. Most of the family took part in the club, with my aunt being the first to join the national team, followed by my mother and my uncles, who all competed internationally for the country. I started shooting when I was 6 years of age, and by the age of 13 had scored my first 1100 in competition, and also competed internationally for Ireland in the Junior Euro Nations. So let's get into it. So let's start off by having a quick look at the equipment, so that you'll know what to expect at your first day at the club. This is a competition spec recurve bow. These are called the limbs on either end. This is the riser in the middle, string obviously, and your target sight. These here are stabilizers, but in beginners shooting you won't be using them. These are more for long distance competition shooting, and all they do is provide a counterbalance and extra stability during the shot. Some other basic equipment is your arm guard, and that protects your arm from getting hit by the string as the shot releases. Another basic one is called a quiver. That's what holds your arrows. Now some of you may have seen bows with these pulleys on either end. This is called a compound bow, and it uses eccentric pulleys to provide more power in the shot, but also to take all of that pressure off when you're at full draw, just making it easier to aim so that you can hold the shot for longer. Now if you're right-handed like me, you'll hold the bow with your left hand. Your right hand will be the one that pulls the string. Your stance is very important. When you're at full draw, you're going to be in line with the bow, and your feet need to be roughly parallel with each other and spaced roughly the same width apart as your shoulders. This provides more stability if it's a windy day, that you can go back and forward, and it's much more stable than say having your feet like this or in all sorts of different positions. So the next important tip is how you hold the bow during the shot. Here on the handle, there's two important places on the grip. Here, which is called the pivot point, and this is the pressure point. When you're shooting, you don't want to grab the bow like that with a closed hand. Some folks like to tuck their fingers away. I like to just leave the bottom three fingers loose. And you're really only holding the bow with your thumb and your first finger. As you pull, the pressure will sit on the palm of your hand here, and these three fingers are completely redundant, so don't grip the bow. Next up then is how to correctly load the arrow. For safety reasons, always load the arrow pointing down the field. Don't ever be pointing across the shooting line or behind you. That's just basic safety. So on the arrow, you'll notice that one fletch here is a different color, and the reason for that is that the arrow has to go on a certain way. This part of the string here is called the nocking point, this being the knock, and this is where the knock connects to the string, the nocking point. And that nocking point will have been set up to line up perfectly with the arrow rest here on the riser, ensuring that the arrow is nice and straight going out of the bow. So next we're going to discuss how to correctly pull the bow. So your bow arm is going to start in a locked and down position, everything lined up from shoulder to elbow to wrist, all in a nice straight line, making it nice and solid. When it comes to gripping the string, you've got a couple of choices. Some folks like to go all three fingers underneath the arrow. I personally prefer to go one above and two below. The important thing to never do is to never ever grip the string in a tight fist. Don't ever grip it like that. The first thing you're going to do is pull the arrow, twist the arrow away from the bow, pointing at who's ever standing beside you. And the next thing is going to happen is when you release, it's going to yank the string, and that shot's going to go anywhere. You want to make sure that you're using your shoulder muscles as much as possible to pull the bow. If you're trying to use your biceps and you haven't got your arm locked, you're going to be like this, and you're struggling and straining. You having the hope of pulling that bow, and anything could send you off course, and it's quite risky. So the correct way to pull the bow: elbow in an upward position, arm straight, stance solid, and rotate that elbow and that shoulder down into position. Okay, so we've covered posture, we've covered grip, and we've covered how to safely load an arrow. The next thing we need to discuss is your anchor position. And it's called an anchor because it has to be a solid, consistent point for you to bring your hand to keep your shots accurate and to keep your draw length the same on every shot. Now there's two different types of anchor position that people prefer, and it's completely up to you which one works best. I prefer to use what's called an under chin anchor, as most competitive archers do, because it is the more reliable and consistent of those points. But a lot of people like to use a side face anchor, particularly when the bow they're shooting has no sight on it. The advantage of a side face anchor is that it allows you to look down the arrow and sight naturally your target like a pool cue for all the world. So let's have a look at all this in the one motion. We take out our arrow, load it correctly with the coloured fletch pointing outwards away from the bow, and the arrow sitting on the rest, pointing downfield away from any other archers or any other people who are there. We make sure our stance is correct, feet spaced shoulder width apart, and now we're ready to draw. We're not grabbing the string in a fist, we're using our 3 fingers, and we're not grabbing the bow handle. We're only using the thumb and the first finger and having a gentle grip on that. As we draw, elbow up, bow up, rotate that shoulder around and bring that elbow in line, making a nice shape of a letter T. We come into our under chin anchor, and now we're sitting here aiming with our crosshair. And you can stay here as long as you want. So the next thing we're going to do now is watch for the follow through. Let's try that again. Repeat the process. Load the arrow, sitting on the rest. Stance is good. Raise our bow, elbow out, nice letter T, shoulders down, and let the bow fall away from you. Don't jerk it, don't try to look where the arrow's gone. You've plenty of time to do that afterwards. So let's just repeat that now one more time. Okay, so we've shot our first round and we're now down at the target to collect our arrows. Some very important steps here that you need to be aware of. Don't ever stand behind the arrow as you're pulling. Don't ever pull an arrow if somebody else is standing behind them. And make sure that you don't bend the arrow or try to wiggle it out when you're pulling. Because these are carbon arrows, I'm going to use a grabber here so I don't get a carbon splinter in my hand, and most archers will have some sort of rubber or a grip of some sort to assist pulling the arrows out. Depending on what type of target you're using, they could be easy to get out or they could be very difficult. So the first thing you want to do is put one hand on the target to push against, get your grip around and pull directly out as you stand to the side. This way, nobody gets stabbed with the arrow as you're pulling it out. Now, if you don't have a quiver to put your arrows into, and you've got more than one arrow to pull, what you can do is, you can hold it like that, or like that, pushing against the target again as you're pulling them out. Like that. Safety at the target when pulling the arrows back out is just as important as safety at the shooting line. Okay, so there's the bare basics of equipment and technique to get you started and give you a heads up on your first time shooting. Now, if you do want to give archery a try, the best way to do that is to find your nearest club. They'll be able to provide you with all the equipment, training and supervision all in a safe environment, and the club banter is always good too. It's not a good idea to just go out, buy yourself a bow and take it somewhere that you think is quiet. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. If you are thinking about buying some equipment, there's lots of archery shops all over Ireland and the UK and indeed around the world. The one I would personally recommend is archeryshop.ie. The owner there is a former Olympic archer, Irish record holder and a long-standing friend of the family too. He'll be able to give you world-class advice on absolutely anything and everything you need. So now folks, I have to apologise. I had planned originally on filming this video outdoors where we could get a bit better range and a bit of a nicer environment to shoot in, but unfortunately the wind is blowing a gale out there, so I had no choice but to set it all up in the workshop. I hope you found the video helpful, I hope you enjoyed it. Please do remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with our content as we publish it weekly. Until then, thanks very much for joining me and I'll see you next week. Take care.